Upon an ancient hillside there stands a ruined tower. Most people pass it by, they say it's dark and dour. One day a maiden came within the hall to stand. She heard an ancient melody played by a harper's hand. See me, hear me, you can't touch me. Time stands like a wall. I'm the shadow of a memory. You can't touch me at all. The maiden stayed the whole day. She lingered over long, searching for the harper who played the haunting song. And when the shadows fell, she slept upon the stones. She wandered still in dreaming, no longer quite alone. See me, hear me, you can't touch me. Time stands like a wall. I'm the shadow of a memory. You can't touch me at all. She saw his face in shadow, she heard his voice drift by. She followed where he beckoned her, till together they did lie. And while the moon rose in the sky, they played at touch and flee. When morning broke, she woke alone, but she heard his melody. See me, hear me, you can't touch me. Time stands like a wall. I'm the shadow of a memory. You can't touch me at all. Upon an ancient hillside there stands a ruined tower. Most people pass it by, they say it's dark and dour. But when the moon rides high, a maiden steals within. And when she comes back home again, she won't say where she's been. See me, hear me, you can't touch me. Time stands like a wall. I'm the shadow of a memory. You can't touch me at all. And you can't touch me at all. And you can't touch me at all. Black lace and midnight, I'm a woman, you're a man. And you think you know me, but you cannot understand. Oh, come take the gift I offer you, the cheat of love and time. I will drink deeply of your life, but you will not taste of mine. Black lace and midnight mark the hour, name the fee. Sell yourself for the promise of inhuman ecstasy. I will bind you in the darkness and hold you in my thrall. But black lace and midnight are the things you will recall. You wonder at my savage joy as I strip away your will. I'll flail your frail humanity with pleasure fit to kill. But you never guess my reason, for I too was enthralled, a slave to him who took my life. Now I'm mistress of you all. Black lace and midnight were my mark of fear and shame. But I was just a woman, so accustomed to the pain. And when fate had struck my master down, that fortune made me free. Black lace and midnight have become my destiny. I mark the world with bitterness like the darkness in my mind. I judge you for the beast you are when there's cruelty to find. But I only offer promises to animals like you and the women you have beaten down to cast off when you were through. Black lace and midnight, rise my sisters and be free. It's better to play the predator than to pay the herdsman's fee. Oh, rise up and drag your master down, make my bargain mark the hour. Black lace and midnight are the symbols of your power. Black lace and midnight are the symbols of your power. A maid abandoned by a man sat by a river weeping. Her wailing there made such a din that it woke the witch who dwelled within. For years she had been sleeping. Who woke at me from out my depth? Cried the hag in anger. The witch beheld her beauty rare, and in envy great the cat did swear that surely she would hang her. Pity a maiden abused by a man. Take my life, take my beauty. I've no use for love, take my soul, all I am. They are no comfort to me. A bargain there was struck and set upon that very hour. The witch would get her beauty rare, that body sweet beyond compare. The girl would get the power. But the world is harsh and cruel in love, and the witch did rue her bargain. She tired of love and lies and men, and wished she had her power again. To the maiden she went walking. Pity a maiden abused by a man. Take my life, take my beauty. I've no use for love, take my soul, all I am. They are no comfort to me. I pity you, the maiden said, in this your darkest hour. You were the fool, it's plain to see that the blame is yours, not fixed to me, and I'll not give up the power. Oh, I was young when first I saw your pathway and your door. When first I knew the price I'd pay to learn your craft and lore. You said that we would lovers be, that I should share your life. The master, you the apprentice, I would live like man and wife. But it was never me that you loved so well, not for a day or an hour. It was never me that you loved so well. All your love was for your power. I grew wise and I grew bold and clever too much by half. So you turned me out, sent me from your door and showed me the empty path. Well, now I walk in the world of men, and at night alone I lie. But still I burn for your wanton spell in a circle beneath the sky. But it was never me that you loved so well, not for a day or an hour. It was never me that you loved so well. All your love was for your power. Now if we ever meet again in this world or another plane, I know you'd seek to strike me down, for I've taken your soul name. And you shall know no peace, my dear, as I no peace can crave, till one or the other or both of us lies dead in a silent grave. But it was never me that you loved so well, not for a day or an hour. It was never me that you loved so well. All your love was for your power.
All your love was for your power.
All your love was for your power. Child of darkness fears the sun. When shadows fall, then he must run. He must surrender to the nighttime call. But the hunt is up. Which one will fall? Night hunter, star runner, lost to the land of sun. Night falling, the dark calling, alone in the night you run. But once he walked here with a human soul, and once our love was strong and whole. Darkness came then, and it touched his mind. Now his love is the killing kind. Night hunter, star runner, lost to the land of sun. Night falling, the dark calling, alone in the night you run. Tonight my love will seek my embrace, but the moonlight madness has touched his face. My love is strong now, but I fear him still, for he has come to claim or kill. Night hunter, star runner, lost to the land of sun. Night falling, the dark calling, alone in the night you run. His eyes glow brightly in the darkened room, I hold my courage close as I feel him loom. With brightest silver my dagger shines, to free my lover's heart and then free mine. Child of darkness, fears the sun. When shadows fall, then he must run. He must surrender to the nighttime call. But the hunt is up. Which one will fall? Which one will fall? Which one will fall? The day was right for rambling as I walked lightly o'er the glade, and there beneath a willow tree I spied a pretty winsome maid. Her eyes were bright as summer skies, her skin was cool and clear as cream, and she sat plaiting dandelions, serene beside the running stream. Oh, why do you plait dandelions? I asked as I sat down beside. Well, thistles make my fingers sore, and daisies are the common side. Then will you braid a golden crown to lie upon my lordly brow? Oh no, she said, I've made a chain, and who else should I bind but thou? So I held out my hands to her, said, Lady, bind me if you can. She's 3 times wrapped her chain around, and I found I was the captured man. I spoke such words as love and wed. She laughed and said, your lessons taught. Men like you deceive themselves to think I am so cheaply bought. She's up and waved her pretty hand, and in a twinkling she was gone, while I am left with aching heart to seek her till my life is done. I'm the sword of your fathers, in despair I was born. I was tempered in vengeance and pain, and the souls of your ancestors, all your hearts sworn, are bound by the blood of your slain. Do not draw me in anger, do not draw me in shame, never draw me if you will think twice. Only draw me with honor when despair is like pain. Remember that death is my price. All down through the dynasties known to your kind, I have wandered my own bloody way, in defending your honor and protecting your line. In your service I first learned to slay. Do not draw me in anger, do not draw me in shame, never draw me if you will think twice. Only draw me with honor when despair is like pain, remember that death is my price. But when all hope is ended and your peril is great, then pray to the souls of your dead. In your hand I am just, name your foe I will slay, but you or your mark must be bled. Do not draw me in anger, do not draw me in shame, never draw me if you will think twice. Only draw me with honor when despair is like pain, remember that death is my price. Remember that death is my price. Silken, swift in moonlight, silent stallion, shadow spun. My lover, you come striding with the dying of the sun. Great sinews taut and eager, with anticipation strung, to prison me in passion, tender sweetness fully wrung. When I meet my lover
beneath the darkness cover,
where the ash trees stand,
I will hold her in my hand.
Such joy we will discover, that all the world may pass away before I choose another. No man may bear me swiftly over mountain, hill, or plain. There is magic in our union, so sweet changer I would claim. And no man may hold me tethered as you do within your arms, for your loving will not bind me, though your ardor may disarm. When I meet my lover
beneath the darkness cover,
where the ash trees stand,
I will hold her in my hand.
Such joy we will discover, that all the world may pass away before I choose another. Silken, swift in moonlight, silent stallion, shadow spun. My lover, you come striding with the dying of the sun. Soon we'll roam the wild high mountains, sleep beneath the open skies, and I'll marvel at the beauty that's reflected in your eyes. When I meet my lover
beneath the darkness cover,
where the ash trees stand,
I will hold her in my hand.
Such joy we will discover, that all the world may pass away before I choose another. them rise up full of glory, how their banners dip and sway. So proudly they march down to death, while the drummer beats their way. Light the candles, see it bravely set, while your master is away. Perhaps the love you bear for him will guard him on his way. When the battle call is sounded, so no honest man retires, though he sacrifices all he has, and the consequence is dire. He will walk through storm and battle grim to the light of hell's own pyre, to see in safety the land he loves, while his soul burns with this fire. So lady, kiss him quickly now, and send him on his way. Never cry such bitter tears, or try to make him stay. For a man must do as he sees fit, and a man will have his way, while a woman only prays to God to keep him safe each day. And if he should return again, brought back by your desire, to stand the shell of a changeling man, so haggard and so tired, would you know your lover then, cloaked in such attire? Or trust the spirit bound within, that has burned in such cruel fire? Of all the trees that blossom beneath the sacred sun, the fairest is the Rowan Tree, who wears a snow-white crown. The fairest is the Rowan Tree, who sang me to my rest, with secret signs of power there upon her breast. By the rising of the sun, the silver of the moon, I know well what time will tell, inscribed upon my doom. For once beneath the rowan I took a sacred vow, my life to serve the lady's will, her crescent graced my brow. I died beneath the Rowan Tree, defending what I held, the faith of those who followed me, their faith was never felt. By the rising of the sun, the silver of the moon, I know well what time will tell, inscribed upon my doom. Of all the trees that blossom beneath the sacred sun, the fairest is the Rowan Tree, who wears a snow-white crown. The fairest is the Rowan Tree, that sang me to my rest, with secret signs of power bear upon her breast. I was dressed in men's fine clothing on the day that we first met. Now I wear a woman's skirt and you don't know me yet. You took from me my land and home, my honor, pride and more. Once I played the gentleman, now I can play the whore. Now it's curtsy, smile and flatter, play the maiden, not the man. All used deceit and weakness as a cunning woman can. It was long ago in battle that I stood at your right hand, proud to bear my sword for you and to defend our land. But power was a lure too bright, and before that day was through, you sacrificed the men who swore their loyalty to you. Well, now it's curtsy, smile and flatter, play the maiden, not the man. I'll use deceit and weakness as a cunning woman can. Well, power is its own reward, but doesn't slavery bind? You're the lapdog of the tyrant that seduced you from your kind. And though you thought we all were dead, well, I survived that day. To work against the crown through you, it's a deadly game I play. Now it's curtsy, smile and flatter, play the maiden, not the man. I'll use deceit and weakness as a cunning woman can. I speak to you of treachery, I put treason in your mind. You too could wear the crown, my friend, if only for a time. And when you pull the tyrant down, then you shall be my meat. You'll know the secret of my past when my vengeance is complete. But now it's curtsy, smile and flatter, play the maiden, not the man. I'll use deceit and weakness as a cunning woman can. Oh yes, it's curtsy, smile and flatter, play the maiden, not the man. I'll use deceit and weakness like the woman that I am. Sung in shadow, spells I spin, deftly shifting the silent wind, arcane magic, shadow wrought, ordained in darkness, shadow taught, shadow crafter, I sing my charms. In darkness still now my power forms, waking starlight, drifting moon, sung in shadow, silent tune, fires of earth shadow spirit, hear my cry. Awake in darkness and come to me, for I have paid your shadow fee. Ancient madness, the shadow's hue. Come now, beloved, I long for you. Cross time and space, come, take earthly form, sung in shadow, shadow born. I will lie down by a shadow's side, honor forsaken, I slay my pride, but this one oath will not be forsworn. I love in shadow, shadow born. I love in shadow, shadow born. We are merry widows, we spinning very happily. The threads of life run through our hands, as men must live and die. Betrayers of our mates are we, content to go on singly. But death is sweet at our command, so let the bodies lie. The wedding web of lace is spun with gentle care and loving thought. The bridegroom cannot help but come, seduced by love he will be caught. Thoughtful mothers all are we, who for our children think and weave, caring for their every need, each infantile demand. But smarter than the other she's of spider kind, who never leave, who give their lives their babes to feed. We have a better plan. The wedding web of lace is spun with gentle care and loving thought. The bridegroom cannot help but come, seduced by love he will be caught. Consummate lovers all are we, better ones you'll never see. The fee for love is always high, for love you'll be consumed. Dainty build is sweet to see, no sense of vain morality. You take our wares, you pay our price, we build a loving tomb. The wedding web of lace is spun with gentle care and loving thought. The bridegroom cannot help but come, seduced by love he will be caught. The moon haunts the skyways, and the year wheel must fly. For time is a piper, but the tune passes me by. Nighttime seems forever, I don't see the sunshine. My life is a river that runs sweet ruby wine. Drink deep the ruby wine, your soul is bound with mine. We'll share eternity. I saw you long ago, I don't remember when, but you return again. The years pass so slowly, but my patience is long. I temper my waiting with night's sweet savage song. And the mortals I've taken to lie by my side are no match for your beauty. In dreams our love abides. Drink deep the ruby wine, your soul is bound with mine. We'll share eternity. I saw you long ago, I don't remember when, but you'll return again. Time twists and turning as the star wheel goes round, till fate heals my yearning. At last my love is found. All the years of my waiting are all lost in you. The touch and the tasting of life once more renewed. Drink deep the ruby wine, your soul is bound with mine. We'll share eternity. I saw you long ago, I don't remember when, but you return again. La na 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 na. La na 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 na. La na 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 na. The master of night rises, swiftly he comes. On the wings of an eagle he flies, rising up from the mountains, the heart of our land, where he passes over souls cry. Oh. And it seems tomorrow never comes while you're in his arms, locked in cries of dark ecstasy. The centuries pass on. So hard is his beauty, yet tender as darkness. No light ever shines in his eyes. His voice is like velvet, his touch is desire. For the glimpse of such beauty men die. Oh. and it seems tomorrow never comes while you're in his arms. Locked in cries of dark ecstasy, the centuries pass on. Beware, tender mortals, his love is dark-born. He'll not share the secrets he knows. Your love cannot linger with the cold light of dawn, and you dare not go where he goes. Oh no. Yet it seems tomorrow never comes while you're in his arms. Locked in cries of dark ecstasy, the centuries pass on. Voices beckon, I stir within my sleep. Something threatens the magic that I keep. Light and shadow is nothing what it seems. I walk in dire dreams. I am a priestess, I know the shadow ways. I dance the pattern that alters all our days. I walk a pathway that I was set before to follow dire dreams. The way is clear and now the danger is at hand. My power-seeking lord brings ruin to our land, enslaves my people in prisons down below. I wake and I must go. I am a priestess, I know the shadow ways. I dance the pattern that alters all our days. I walk a pathway that I was set before. I wake and I must go. Here in his temple I face my foe at last. In deadly combat the future meets the past. Stronger than I dreamed he plays upon my need, and he can make me bleed. I am a priestess, I know the shadow ways. I dance the pattern that alters all our days. I walk a pathway that I was set before, but he can make me bleed. Our struggle slackens the balance point at last. Our wounds are mortal, the final spell is cast. Bound together, hatred, love, and need, for all eternity. I am a priestess, I know the shadow ways. I dance the pattern that alters all our days. I walk a pathway that I was sent before, for all eternity, for all eternity. A hero set out on a well-plotted journey to find a great treasure of silver and gold. He fell 'neath the bow of an enemy archer. He lies long in dying beneath their great hold. He wanders in dreaming as twilight grows dimmer. The shadows soon flicker like bright candle flames. His spirit is strong, but his body grows weaker. Lost in phantasms of pleasure and pain. Come to me, O pale mortal shadow. Come to me, O seeker of fame. Come to know the great God of darkness. Remember the power, remember the pain. Evening brings coolness and ease to his fever. Soft hand smooth his brow, moisture comforts the fire. Somehow she has found him, this slender witch maiden, weaving her spell song to bind her desire. Come to me, O pale mortal shadow. Come to me, O seeker of fame. Come to know the great God of darkness. Remember the power, remember the pain. No morning shall come to alter his dreaming. Forever he slumbers in shadows dark cold. Just one small portion in the witch maiden's purpose, feeding the dark god with powers untold. Come to me, you pale mortal shadow. Come to me, you seeker of fame. Come to know the great God of darkness. Remember the power, remember the pain. Remember the power, remember the pain. Sunlight has fled and the shadows near. Come gather ye children from elven lands. Diana has risen, her hounds we can hear, and the coursing time is again at hand. By the call of the horn is the stillness shorn. Time for us runs slow. But we laugh and we sing as we go a-hunting, and we run where the wild ones go. Yes, we run where the wild ones go. Fast on the track of this moonlit land, oh my companions, what is this we spy? A pretty young maid and a handsome young man, alone this night in the green woods lie. Quicksilver thought is our magic born. She will the doze I adore she will be, and him we will give both the hooves and the horns. As strong as a stag goes he. By the call of the horn is the stillness shorn. Time for us run slow. But we laugh and we sing as we go a-hunting, and we run where the wild ones go. Yes, we run where the wild ones go. Our joy is the hunt, and how sweet the pain. The chase, my pretties, is all of the fun. If you fear us well, then your lives you may gain. So run, my pretty playthings, run. Too soon now with light will the sky grow pale. How thin and how frail grow our shadowy forms. Our hunting is done and the spell it must fail, for our power dies when the day is born. By the call of the horn is the stillness shorn. Time for us run slow. But we laugh and we sing as we go a-hunting, and we run where the wild ones go. Yes, we run where the wild ones go. Well, it's dark and dank in the city across the bay. You may as well walk the streets at night, you're not safe anyway. Hear the click, click, click and her heels on the sidewalk, and you know who is out stocking your block. You carry cans of mace, but that won't keep him away. There's a swish of purple satin up underneath his cape. If you're young and handsome and male, you'll never escape. 'Cause he's got a real hunger for a certain part of your anatomy. Singing, hey, shooby-dooby, baby, count on me. He's been on a liquid protein diet from the year one. And people he's persuaded to try it, they say that it's fun. But the bad publicity is beginning to hurt. Yeah, the local press, they all say that he's some kind of pervert. You can hire police protection, but that won't keep him away. There's a swish of purple satin up underneath his cape. If you're young and handsome and male, well, you'll never escape. 'Cause he's got a real hunger for a certain part of your anatomy. Singing, hey, shooby-dooby, baby, count on me. He believes in liberation, the free press, and equal rights. But he only goes to rallies if they're held late at night. He's the kind of supernatural type of creature you see late at night on the horror feature. A Jerry Falwell button, now that might keep him away. There's a switch of purple satin up underneath his cape. If you're young and handsome and male, oh, you'll never escape. 'Cause he's got a real hunger for a certain part of your anatomy. Singing,
Hey, shooby-dooby, baby, count on me.
Singing, hey, shooby-dooby, baby, count on me.